Hi friends, Renee Keese here with Carolina Creative. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here with card making ideas for you. Today I'm going to show how to use some strips of leftover designer series paper. I've showed squares before in a grid, and this time I've got strips. I've kind of coordinated colors in blues and purples, and you can see they're not even all the same width. So I've got different lengths, different widths. They're just kind of random. And I'm going to group these together on a card front and show you how to use up some of those odd strips if you're a saver like so many of us are. So I've picked out 3 colors of inks. I've got Pool Party, which matches my card base. I've got Misty Blue to kind of tie together my blues, and a little Fresh Freesia that I'm going to mix in here. So here are my card strips, and I'm thinking they're just going to go kind of random. And I'm going to overlap and zigzag and, yeah, something like this. Decide what goes on top, what goes, top and bottom, something like that. So that's going to be the card front. And I think I'm going to go ahead and start by gluing this first. Just because once they're all assembled, I won't have these loose pieces. And then I can focus on what else is going to go on top and then my insert. So I think I'm going to start on this side and put this under. This came out of that, Charming Duckling or Darling Duckling, whatever it was, because you can see the ducks on the back. A little too busy for what I'm doing here, but the dots are perfect. I like the polka dots. I like, kind of the bokeh watercolor look here. So let's do this. And I'm going to zigzag it this way. Maybe I'll put this one on the top. Ooh, well, I don't want it to look too exact. So that's what I'm struggling with here, is to make it look random. Like that. This one, yeah. And this one is a two-tone. And some of these are just old retired papers. I just went hunting for colors, basically. Yeah, and I'll put this on top. This was just a small strip left over out of the Everyday Skies. See, the back would look cool too, but I kind of like the stars. Ooh, I'm going to turn it that way. I kind of like the stars that are on there, so I'm going to put that this way. So there's a little rhyme and reason to it, but not a whole lot. Now, I've got another piece of Pool Party, and I pulled out my hexagon punch because I'm thinking I just want a shape to stamp. Let's go this way. Stamp my sentiment on. There we go. So that's going to sit in the middle. And I think I'm going to stamp Best Wishes and Misty Moonlight. I'm going to go dark. And I'm going to put this off to one side just a little bit. I don't want to center it because of what I'm going to add, and I hope it's going to fit like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, yes. That Misty Moonlight, and I did just re-ink this pad, so it's pretty juicy. I should leave this open because I'm going to use it again. Obviously, I'm pulling my sentiments out of the With You in Mind, so I'm using Best Wishes, and I'm going to put Happy Birthday on the inside. But what I wanted to do is I have another scrap. I'm introducing another shade of blue. We can be totally random here, but you can see I've already stamped and die cut a variety of these little cupcakes that come out of the same stamp set. And like I said, this is pretty juicy, so I think I'm going to come over here and do a quick stamp off because it is, yeah, I like that. Pretty bold. And then I'm just going to do a little fussy cut real quick here. Around this and a zigzag and around the cupcake tin. Oh, I do like that because I wanted to just put that on there. And I had a piece, there it is. I had a piece of Misty Moonlight ribbon that I was, because I have all these lines, I was thinking I was just going to stick the ribbon on here and put this over the top. Let's see if I like this. Yeah, I think it'll work. And then the cupcake. So that is going to be my card front. Now inside, Oh, you know what else I could do? I might put another cupcake on there. Let's really mix this up. Inside, I'm going to use, oh, I was trying to decide. I think the freesia is too much. I'm going to stick with Pool Party. I'm going to stick with my color theme for the card base and stamp Happy Birthday. I'm kind of lining this up straight. Like that. Okay. And then I was going to add a couple of cupcakes in here too. So now I do think I want a purple one and a blue one, and I'm just going to, yeah. Oh, even better. One up and one down. So I had some fun before I started stamping cupcakes on some colored cardstock, white cardstock, and cutting them out just so I'd have a mix of colors in my theme. My thinking was, you know, this could be a masculine card. This could be, it could be for anybody. But the colors aren't too, too frou-frou. They're not too, it's not a floral card. It just has a nice message, obviously, for a birthday. So I might actually put this in my stash of masculine birthday cards because I can. All right, so let me go ahead and assemble this. And I do want to grab my dimensionals, which I did not get out before I started here. So to put this together, first thing I'm going to do is glue down my ribbon, and I'm going to use Stamp and Seal for that. Glue dots would work really well too, but I'm just going to put a little Stamp and Seal behind a couple of pieces here, and then put this down at another angle. I'm now going to use my dimensionals, and you can see I use it all. But I'm going to put it behind my sentiment like that. Another big piece. Let's rip this open, put one in the middle and one on that edge. Yep, I like it. That's plenty of support. I'm just going to use my thumbnail. I'm not going to reach for the Take Your Pick tool. But this is plenty of support to hold that up and keep it up, you know, even if it goes through the mail and gets run through a postage machine, or, you know, they put heavy books on it or something, who knows. It should be just fine. So I'm just going to center this. I'm not going to make it too fussy. Oh, I could pop these off too. I think I just need a little bit of support behind one side. So I'm going to do that, and then put glue on this side, because this is going to sit on what's already been raised with the dimensional. It's going to sit on top of the sentiment. I just need to peel that off. And yes, I'm going to put that at an angle like that. And then I do think I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of support. Maybe I didn't need this big one after all. Let me grab another little piece. Should be plenty. All right, and pull off those backings. And then you know what my last touch is going to be. My Wink of Stella pen. These frosted cupcakes need a little bit of sparkle on the icing. I mean, I could... because this is such a nice broad, I'm just the word best. I'm just going to hit these wide. Yep, it'll give it a little shimmer. And now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on my cupcake frosting here. Give it that little bit of sparkle. All right, and I'm going to glue this on the inside and I'll be done. So this was pretty quick. The fun thing with these strips is, you know, you can do themes with your paper. I'm going to show you in just a second what I mean by that. These I did totally random. Let me show you this finished card. These were totally random, and I attached them straight to the card base. Now, I got a little crazy yesterday, and I actually pulled out, I was thinking fall colors. So I pulled out some fall colors and looked for leaves, and just stamped Happy Birthday, Put a little leaf on the inside there and a birthday sentiment. Put a couple gemstones on there. Those are old retired gemstones. Another one, so this was still going vertical. Another one I did, I pulled out some old Christmas paper, matted that, but did it horizontal. So these are all cut to about the same size. I don't think it was exact, but they're close. So those are similar in size and then matted. So another way to use up a bunch of different colors. Leftover paper. I mean, I usually throw these all on the side and then go through when I'm looking for something random like this. It's perfect. I pull them out and group colors. I may do all yellows on a card and do something kind of sunny. So here's a way to use up strips of paper. Have a little bit of fun and try to clean out some of the extra stuff that you've got sitting around. So if you like the products and the projects you've seen here, you can find me at Carolina Creative or hashtag Carolina Creative. I'm also on the Stampin' Up! Network. It's Renee Keese at stampinup.net. Thanks for joining me today. Stay tuned for the next video. I appreciate you.